Welcome back, guys, to another video on the channel. Icon Swaps 3 has just dropped, and we're going to be looking at the requirements that you're going to need to be doing in order to get these cards. We're going to be looking at the icon swaps for the first time, as well as giving you some possible combinations and just sort of giving you my opinion on what cards you should be doing. So the very first thing we are going to be doing is actually looking at the objectives. What have you got to be doing? Are you going to be required to do a lot of division rivals? We do know that Icon Swaps 3 is the last one. So Icon Swaps Online, 4 rivals matches using League One players. Again, it's a pretty similar story in regards to what you've got to do to achieve these cards. It is a lot of rivals wins. So there's 4 there, 24 wins. No, 20 wins. My maths was bad there. 20 wins in order to get 5 tokens here. And I'm presuming that Icon Swaps Online 2 as well. Okay, so they've give you something here. Unless that was from the previous Icon Swaps, I'm not too sure actually. No, I'm right here. Okay, so Icon Online 2. So once you've done these 5, you've got to do these 3. So then it's another, 5 rivals matches, 30 rivals matches, then 12 wins in Foot Champions. That if you guys are playing Foot Champions right now, then, okay, that's 42 games right there just to complete it. Then, of course, the single player. So we have the Samba squad, win 6 games, win 5 games on Legendary, World Class. That's including 11 Liga NOS. Oh my god, you've got to use 11 Liga NOS. So for people who obviously struggle with squad battles in general, you know, doing it with these kind of players like Liga NOS, we know there's not many great players in that league. Like there's obviously Pizzi, like 84 and whatnot, and like mainly the Benfica and the Porto players are the teams you're going to be going for. It's not the greatest in guys. It's a lot of games. Either way, it's a lot of games. So now let's get into Icon Swaps, the actual breakdown of the players. What I would be looking for. We know this is the last one in regards to the FIFA calendar year. So they've got to be, you know, there's got to be a lot of prime moments in here. So the very first one we're going to be looking at is Schmeichel. So this is for 6 tokens. So the very first one is Schmeichel, 6 tokens. In my opinion, despite him being a prime icon moments, I wouldn't do him at all. Just because of the simple fact that we've had Van der Sar, and Van der Sar is probably the best goalkeeper on this game. But we're just going to look at him in general. As his stats, again, you know, just very, very good baseline stats with him. I wouldn't do him personally. I would stick to, if you've done the Icon Swaps too, you could have got a Van der Sar. I wouldn't really do Peter Schmeichel. Now, we're going to be moving on to Yuri Lippmann, 6, the former Liverpool player. He's another prime moments player. 85 pace, 93 shooting, 82 agility. He does have a 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, and he's with 6. What we've noticed with the prime icon moments, a lot of these cards are actually a lot usable than previous years. So if they do include more prime icon moments without this batch of Icon Swaps 3, it could be pretty decent. Now moving on to David Trezeguet, who is 7, 1 more than Yuri Lippmann. David Trezeguet. Now this card, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, 71 agility. The agility isn't the greatest. 6'2". I would stay away from this card. Again, it goes against the meta of the game. The meta of the game is small players with very good agility, very good balance, because of course we want players in game situations when there's delay. They're still going to be rather playable. In my eyes, he probably comes across as like Henry. Henry, no matter how good he was in real life, he's just not, in my opinion, playable on FIFA 20. So with David Trezeguet, I would scrap him. Right, moving on to, again, Gennaro Gattuso. Now, looking at this card, I really like his defensive stats and his physical stats. Of course, his pace and his sprint speed does let him down. He's got very good aggression, good strength. So an anchor card probably isn't the best. A shadow card would be the best in my opinion, because we need to boost that acceleration and sprint speed as much as possible. If you're someone who needs a CDM, I don't mind a look at this card. You know, agility is okay. It could be improved. Balance is very good. Reactions is very good. Composure is good. But of course, if you're playing him in a CDM role, you're not going to really be shooting with him. But yeah, a shadow, probably this card wouldn't be too bad. That is with 7. Now, Laudrup. We're looking at Laudrup. How much is he? We're moving up to 9. So as you can see, Laudrup, Carlos Puyol, and we've got a prime icon pack. Okay, so Laudrup. So again, let's have a look at this card. I don't want to be doing that. I want to be looking at his actual stats. So let's go back to his player buy. 4-star skill was 4-star weak foot. This card, 90 pace, 895 driven, 83 shooting. Again, this card looks very good. The stats we're looking for: agility, balance, reactions, ball control. His dribbling stats, you know, are all in the pretty much in the high 90s. Apart from balance, this card doesn't look too bad. But for me at this stage of the game, you know, if you've got someone who's probably better than Laudrup, I would take an Mbappe or Neymar over this card every day of the week. This isn't too bad of a card to collect, but is Laudrup that kind of guy you want in your team? I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would prefer a bigger named player in the team. I'm probably not going to go for Laudrup. Whether I grind for these or not is another thing. Right, Carlos Puyol, okay. As you can see, the trend is a lot. They are throwing in quite a lot of prime moments, which I think they needed to do. I was hoping this was the last one. They'd maybe, you know, do it so far. Maybe, you know, some better icons. But, hey-ho, maybe throwing a Ronaldo, but hey-ho, it is what it is. Right, Carlos Puyol. Again, another prime icons moment. Very good defending and physicals. It is the defensive, the pace that you're going to be looking at. Acceleration's only 71. Sprint speed only 73. Very good aggression. You're going to be wanting to take a shadow on this card if you are going to be looking to do this. Right, the prime icon pack. Would I not do this? You know what? I would probably do this. I'm not going to lie. We're at the stage of the game that the game is very dry in terms of the content that EA are dropping. Of course, the market is very dead at the moment because of like the coronavirus. Don't really want to mention it too much, but we know the impact of that illness, disease, whatever you want to call it, virus is having on the game because of leagues being suspended. So you know what? I would probably recommend this. With this only being 9 as well, there could be another opportunity within this group that there's another pack. So you could easily do this. And depending on the amount of icon swaps available, which was probably around about, you know, there could be 26, 27, depending how many they actually decide to give you. So I would probably do this. I'm not going to lie. I would probably take the risk. Now, Mark Overmars. Now, this card, again, along with Laudrup, looks a very good card. 97 acceleration, 95 sprint speed. Very good attack position and finishing. He's going to get in those areas, preferably on the left-hand side. He has got a 5-star weak foot. 3-star skill, so if you're a skiller, maybe you don't want to be using this card. Very good agility, decent balance, very good balance, very good reactions. Overall, the dribbling category is very good. He has got 10 tokens. Now, we're moving on to Baby Hullet. Okay, so for me, I would have liked to have seen this card in the first one, because at the end of the day, these cards are there. EA said that these cards are going to be more accessible. Give us these Hullets. Who's going to use Baby Hullet, right, in March? No offense, like, you know, there's other players in this who are probably going to be better than a Baby Hullet right now. So if you're going to give us Hullet at all, at least make it a mid Hullet. You know, at least make it the one that's like 3 or 4 million coins and stick it as like one of the higher price token players. Don't give us the baby one, because at the end of the day, he's not. I don't think he's worth that much. And with 10 tokens, I would not do him at all. So Prime Lampard now. Again, he's 10 tokens. Very good overall card. You know, a box-to-box midfielder preferably, but again, agility and balance does lack him. Would I be doing him? Probably not. 10. I think there's other centre midfielders, depending on what formation you like to play. If I was going to use this card, I would probably play him in maybe a 4-4-2 or something, and maybe be your attacking mid. But players like Lampard, players like Gerrard, people, you know, players that people want to play with, but just because the game doesn't suit them, they're not very good. Now, Prime, I'm pretty sure this is Prime Maldini. This is 13 tokens, not too bad. So let's just have a look at what he's going to give us. So 82 acceleration, 82 sprint speed. Maldini's always been renowned to be a defender who's quick off the mark. Very good acceleration, good sprint speed. Now, in regards to defending and physical, strength and aggression could be upped a little bit more. Defending is very good. The agility and balance is something that as well that you could maybe find in a chemistry style. Personally, I would partner him up with maybe a centre-back that's a little bit more mobile, maybe an Eder Militao, someone like that, because of course the agility and balance does let him down. But what he does have over a lot of defenders is the pace. So for me, right now, the best chemistry style for him would be Anchor. That would give him a nice boost in pace, defending and of course physical, mainly getting that aggression up, because if I was a 79 aggression, if I was a centre-back, I would probably want that aggression to be in the 90s, because I want him to go win that tackle, play it off to my more creative players and try and get us up further up the pitch. Now, Kaká. Okay, I'm not sure what version of Kaká this actually is. I want to say it's middle. I do not think it's prime. I want to say this is middle. Maybe I'm completely wrong here. Kaká. No, it is Prime Kaká. I'm completely wrong. So it's Prime Kaká. So this Kaká on the market at the moment is 1.3 million coins. And to complete him, it is 15 tokens. So, of course, you could probably do this one and maybe one other. So let's just have an overall look at this card. So, compared to other cams, for 1.3 million. If I was going to get a Kaka, I would be looking. If I was going to spend 1.3 million coins on a player who was going to play in his position, there's so many better players in my opinion. You could obviously play Mbappe and play him as a striker, or you could play Neymar. There's just a lot more, even maybe Nedved with a 5-star weak foot, of course. I just think there's a lot more you could do with a 1.3 million coins if you was going to buy this card on the market, and him being 15 tokens. So the combination you could be looking at, if there was only 26, for example, is Kaka and someone who's 11. You could maybe do Kaka and the Prime Icon pack and have a couple left over, but I'm presuming not everyone is going to graft for every single one. Would I do Kaka? Probably not. Now, Kenny Dalglish, I want to say this is like the mid. Is this the mid version? So yes, this is the mid version 90. His baby has got some very good reviews. So this card at the moment is 1.25 million coins, and he is again 16. So again, if we're going around about 26 tokens, you could be looking at doing this. He is probably someone I would look to do. One of the very few ones so far that I would probably advise to do, because going by his baby, I reckon this card is pretty decent. 1.3 million coins. It is, a bit of coins if you was going to buy them on the market. But yeah, pretty decent. Right, Ian Rush, let's look into his stats. So it's another prime moment. 90 pace, 94 shooting, 90 dribbling, 82 physical. His base stats on the actual card look very appealing, but does he actually perform in games? So he's got 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. I haven't really played with an Ian Rush in FIFA at all. That's been his baby. But let's look at the core stats. 83 agility. It's okay. You can deal with it. 81 balance, 95 reactions, 93 ball control, 87 sprint speed, 87 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, and decent overall strength. Not too bad. Now, would I go and do this card? At 16, I haven't played with Rush. I don't want to put too much disrespect on his name. I'm going to say no. I would rather do Kenny Dalglish. If I was going to do one of these players and then another combination, I would probably choose Dalglish over this Ian Rush card, if I'm perfectly honest. Now, we have a third player at 16. It is actually Prime Bergkamp right now. If we're going by Run the Foot Market's opinion, he said this card was very good. So I'm gonna trust his judgment. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, very good overall. 86 pace, 95 dribbling, 96 shot, 87 passing. Now let's go into his attribute details. And again, like I was saying with EA, they made these prime icon moments a lot more usable. The agility, the balance is there. Of course, that can be improved. Maybe use a sniper card, which would improve that agility. It'd probably put like a +10, but probably put his agility up to 94. Would I use? He's probably the second card on this list that I've sort of gone through right now that I'd go, yeah, you know what, I wouldn't. Well, take it to third because I would do Maldini. But Maldini, Dalglish, and Bergkamp are now 3 players that I would consider doing if I was going to do any of these icon swaps. So that would be something to look into. We are going to go into some combinations that you guys can use a little bit later on in the video. But now, Juan Riquelme, something, a player that's just been dropped with the Copa Libertadores, is that it? Yeah, like sort of extension, the SBC, the promo they brought out. Right, okay, I'm going to say this is absolutely not worth it. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, 84 agility, 89 balance. How much does he actually go for on the market? Again, I feel like there's just too many cams in FIFA that would be a lot better than him. So on the market, he's actually going for 1.4 million coins, roughly. Again, it's something, would I personally be doing him? No, I just think there's a lot more better cams that you could use if you was going to buy your a player for that cam position, whether it be a Neymar, etc. I'd probably save those 18 tokens and maybe do 2 players for maybe only just 1 player here. So moving on, Diego Maradona. Okay, now we're talking. I don't know what version of Maradona this is. So this is the middle. Okay, so I don't think the middle is the best one out of all of them. I think the baby is. So this card goes for 1.6 million coins. He is 19 icon swaps. So again, he's going to be if there's 20, say for example there's 26 icon swaps, you can probably do this and one of the others like a Schmeichel. Would I do Maradona? Probably not. Again, I just think there's probably other better cards, and if I was actually going to do a Maradona, I would probably rather have the baby. I feel like the baby is probably the better one. The 91 version is the one that I've seen the most, and I feel like the price difference between them, so the 91 is worth 1.5 million coins, and this 95 on the market is worth 1.6 million coins. And I'm presuming that is because the 91 is a lot better than the 95. So again, reflection of stats, it looks very good. 89 agility, 98 balance, very good. But again, does it play well in game? I'm going to say no, it does. It's not the best one. If you are going to look into getting Maradona, you have got the coins, maybe go for the baby. But for this one, I wouldn't do it. Now, Emmanuel Petit. I had a weekend league with this guy. Not this one, but the Prime, and I thought he was absolutely awful. He's too stiff for this game. Again, there's other better players in his position. Kante, for one, fits the meta of the game. So I played with a Prime, which has a 77 pace. So this one's got 2 more pace. This one's got 6 more shooting, but you know he's playing a CDM. I'm not really going to be using long shots. 4 more defending, 2 more physical. Again, just stats aside, going by the clunkiness of the card that I experienced with Prime Petit, I'm going to say do not bother with this card at all. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Prime will be a little bit more better in regards, but I would not be doing this card at all. Just by my experience of the Prime Petit that I'm looking at on Footbin on a separate screen right now. Now we're going over to Cannavaro. Right, okay, Cannavaro, yeah. I'm liking this card. Okay, this card is 1.7 million coins on the market right now. And one thing I like with it is the fact is the pace at the end of the day. 87 acceleration, 86 sprint speed. Very good aggression and strength. So now, you know, the agility is very good as well. So he's going to be able to turn. He's going to be able to catch up with those fast attacking players like Neymar, Ronaldo, Mbappe. Now, the kind of chemistry style I would be looking to use on this guy is an anchor, because it will take him to 92 acceleration, 91 sprint speed. Very good. Max out all of his defending stats. Then it will give him 96 strength and 96 aggression. So if I was going to concentrate on one player, so far, Cannavaro would be right up there. Yes, he's a defender. I know people would probably prefer to do an attacker when it comes to if you was going to grind out all the icon swaps. And then you would probably prefer to invest those swaps, those tokens into an attacker. But for me, Cannavaro is very good. An anchor would be the chemistry style I use. Now, Carlos Alberto, right. Oh, okay, Carlos Alberto. For a right back, I feel like no one's going to go for this one because EA have just dropped moment Sergio Ramos as a right back. This card's about 3 million coins on the market. So far, he is the most expensive, which you would probably expect considering he's at the higher tier of the required tokens at 21. So if you get this card, you're going to just be getting this card and probably nothing else, depending on the icon swaps and the amount of tokens they do drop. So if you do decide to invest all your eggs into one basket, you're going to be just getting Carlos Alberto. Now, as I said, Ramos has been dropped. There's a lot of good right backs on this game. Would I personally be doing it despite it being a very, very good card and it being 3 million coins? I'm going to say no. A lot of people are probably going to stay away from that because, you know, they've got Ramos at right back, or maybe they have Ramos on 7 chem as centre back, and then they might put Carlos Alberto as a right back. Now, we have 2 more. Okay, so we have Garrincha and we have Zidane. So Garrincha right now, the 94 Garrincha is the prime Garrincha, not the prime moments, but the prime Garrincha. So this card goes for just under 2 million coins. Now, he's a very good card. He's someone that I've played with and experienced a lot of 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Very, 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 very good card in this game. Again, along with Pablo Maldini, Cannavaro, you know, all those players that I have mentioned that I would probably think about doing. Bergkamp, he's another one that I would think about doing. He is very good. He does give those links to maybe central Neymar, the inform, or, you know, just the headliner's Neymar. So he does have very good links. And at 21 icon swaps, it isn't too bad. So he's someone that I would definitely be looking for. Now, Zinedine Zidane, I'm pretty sure this is the baby or... Yeah, so this is baby Zinedine Zidane. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed because this card's 2 million coins. Guys, just give us... We've got March. We're in March, right? We're in March right now. And the game isn't at its best. You know, obviously the gameplay, etc. Everyone knows the issues. So give us a little bit of excitement. Give us something that maybe want to get us back on this game. Because if people are self-isolating, you know, because obviously coronavirus, etc., you want people playing your game. There's no team of the week at the moment. We don't know what's happening with team of the week because of the fact that all these leagues are being suspended. So give us someone. Give us a prime Zidane and whack him on every single token. And if you want him, you're going to have to really grind for him. Would I do this card? No, I wouldn't. I would not go with this card. So what we're going to jump into now, guys, we are going to jump in to some combinations that I like the look of. Out of the players that I've just gone through. So we're going to start from the beginning. So combinations that I do like the look of. So I like the look of, combinations wise, I like the look of a prime icon pack. So that is 9 tokens. So if say there's 26, that gives us 17 tokens really. So I like the look of a prime icon pack and maybe a Dennis Bergkamp or even a Kenny Dalglish. I like that combination. If I was going to grind for a lot of it, I could be tempted to maybe take a prime icon, a Dennis Bergkamp or Kenny Dalglish with a prime icon pack. I know you could go and do the majority and get that prime Cannavaro, prime owners Cannavaro, or that Garincha, even if that's Zidane, if you wanted a Zidane. But for me, taking that risk, and at the end of the day, as I said, we are in March, so there's not a lot of players, they could have given us a better selection. So I would personally take, if I was going to do combinations, is Kenny Dalglish and Dennis Bergkamp, or one of those two, and then take the risk, guys. Have a bit of fun with this game at the end of the day. Have a bit of fun. Take that prime icon pack, because at the end of the day, you could end up getting Ruud Gullit. You could end up getting Ruud Gullit 90. The 90 is it 90? No, he's not. That's the middle. We want the 93. You could end up getting 93 Ruud Gullit, right? Prime. He goes for 9 million coins. You could also get R9 Prime. Goes for 8 million coins. Take the risk. Yes, you might end up with Prime Mike Owen or Prime Shearer. But at the end of the day, I feel like we got to find some balance in this game to have fun. And the swaps they've given us, I don't think are the greatest. There are some good players. Like I said, I don't mind Puyol. I don't mind Maldini. I don't mind Dalglish. I don't mind Bergkamp. Obviously the pack. I don't mind Cannavaro. Alberto, if you haven't done Ramos, but I don't think a lot of people will be doing this card because of Ramos. And I don't mind Garincha. Of course, Zidane, the 23, they could have maybe chucked it to at least a middle. But go have fun, guys. I personally, if I was going to do one of these two based on my team, I need someone who's going to link the team together. I need a cam, ideally. So for me personally, I'm either going Kenny Dalglish, Dennis Bergkamp, that gives us 16. And then depending on the swaps they give us, I would then be taking a prime icon pack. However, if depending on the amount of swaps they give us, you might only be able to do a prime icon pack and maybe Maldini. That is another option I don't mind the look of. If you're not going to grind the whole of every single token, Paolo Maldini and the prime icon pack is something that I would like the look of as well. That would be very good. Is there anything else? So I wouldn't be interested in Schmeichel. I think there's other better goalkeepers like Van der Sar. Lippmann, no. Trezeguet, no. Gattuso, okay, but I wouldn't take him. So it would literally be my options there. If there's enough tokens, again, as I was saying, take the prime icon pack along with maybe Maldini, or take the pack with Kenny Dalglish and Bergkamp. So that's going to be my opinion on Icon Swaps 3. Let me know, guys, if you're going to be playing the game, if you're going to be doing the division rival wins or the squad battles wins, and let me know what you're going to be taking. I do feel like a lot of people, based on the selection they have given us, people are going to take their prime icon pack just because of the value of cards you can get. Eusebio, prime Eusebio, Ronaldo, Gullit, Zidane, loads of players that you can do. I'm probably going to do this card. Selection. I'm probably just going to do 9 icon swaps, leave it there, because I'll probably just rather go out and buy the player than grind for some of the others. Maybe I'd do Dalglish if there's enough tokens, but I'm going to be doing the prime icon pack as an absolute minimum. Let me know in the comment section down below what you're going to be taking. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you later.